shining a light on those who think outside the box. A world filled with dreamers and people who rise.
Hi, everybody. Sherri Leopold here. I am so excited to be here with you for another episode of Outside the Box with Sherri Leopold, where I shine a light on an incredible human who is doing extraordinary work in the world. And today is no exception. I want to welcome Dr. Vernessa Blackwell, also known as Dr. V. Welcome to Outside the Box, Dr. V.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sherri, for having me.
It's so cool. We met on an event together, and I just love the energy in that event. And so I'm so excited to share with everybody watching all the incredible things that you are doing. And I know you have a very special project that we want to talk about. And it's around one of my favorite topics because it's around joy. And I choose joy every day. And I remind people frequently it is a choice. And I would love for you, Dr. V, to talk to us a little bit about what this project is, but more importantly, to start us off with, tell us how you got to this project, about Dr. V yourself. Like, how did you get to this point where this is the project that you wanted to spearhead?
So, I am a grief and joy restoration coach, and I help individuals to heal from grief and loss. I have 19, this is my 20th project, and I've helped over 300 authors become bestsellers. Last year in July, we launched Joy Comes in the Morning, and we had 90 authors. So in my last three projects, we've had 90, but this one's going to be amazing because we will have 365. I'm super excited about it.
Holy cow, that's so amazing. 365. And the greatest thing about that 365, Dr. V, I know, is that you literally are assembling 365 joy-driven individuals, which means the energy being amassed inside this book is going to be just incredible. So tell us a little bit, if you would, about the actual project, what it looks like, and how somebody can be a part of it.
So Joy 365 is a devotional. Each of our co-authors will write for one day. It's going to be amazing because we have co-authors from all over the world. We have people in Hawaii, Korea, Germany, Canada, the Bahamas, you name it. We are here and gathered together to spread joy across the globe. The project will serve as an encouraging and inspirational tool to educate and empower others to live a joy filled life. I like what you said, Sherri. Joy is a choice, and we are definitely working together to make sure we spread it across the globe. I think the world needs you and your amazing message. So join us in Joy 365.
I love that. And you know what? What an opportunity to actually have an impact on somebody every single day and to impact their ability to really start that joy for the day. And what an incredible thing to start your day with, is like, okay, here's my joy bump, as I like to call it, right, for the day to get started, because you get to bump into people all day long. Why not start your day with that joy bump that you can get from this devotional? So what does I know you said they each get a page in the joy devotional. So what would maybe, can you give us an idea of what somebody might write about, or what a topic might be, so that somebody can have an idea of whether what they do would fit in with that?
Awesome. Absolutely. So we're looking for messages to empower and encourage others to find joy. We've all had some painful journeys that we had to travel, but we're still here. So we give God the glory, and that's what we want to share in this the devotional. We're looking for inspirational writers who desire to give strategies, tips, and tools to restore joy. We will have pastors, ministers, coaches, poets, business women, and men write words of encouragement, devotionals, and prayers to help encourage others to find joy in their journey.
Oh my gosh, I feel like so full of joy just even hearing you share about it. I can't imagine like having those 365 days in my hand, and just the incredible joy and energy and the vibration in a collection of that all in one place. I think that's so amazing. And I love the different types of people that you have coming in there, because everybody does joy slightly differently, right? And it means something different to each person. Dr. V, I would love it if you would share, what is it that gives you joy?
Well, I find joy in helping others to become authors. I love what I do. I'm a retired Army veteran. I served 24 years, retired in 2017. I lost all my siblings. I had three sisters and a brother. They all passed away. Both of my parents are deceased. And this is, and I'm a grief and joy restoration coach. I got certified in 2012 before my youngest sister passed away. And God brought me back to that when she passed away in 2014 and said that was my calling.
I
So this
just
started.
Go ahead. I love the title, Joy Restoration Coach.
Yeah.
I'm so over the moon. That is like the outside the box thinker, because that is points directly at what somebody else would go, what is that even? And I
Mhm.
just love that about you, Dr. V.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
I want you to, I would love if you would talk a little bit about that journey, because I know that that gives you joy to help people become that best-selling author, which obviously you've done many times, because this book is your 20th book, as you said. Can you talk a little bit about that journey of, moving from that, or not necessarily moving away from it, but into that space where it's become on your heart to actually provide that opportunity for people to share their story?
Absolutely. So I was doing one-on-one coaching when I first started, and with grief, it's hard. It's difficult. I had a lot of moms had lost their children, several that had lost their only child, and when COVID hit, it took grief to a whole new level. The world was grieving. And I said, ooh, well, I couldn't just do one-on-ones with COVID because, I mean, there were so many deaths and the whole world was grieving, like I said. So I started creating products that I could ship to folks to help them to heal from grief and loss and restore joy. And it just has been a ripple effect.
Oh, what an amazing story. It's one of those things where some people would be taken under by it, and you took it inside and said, I can help people, through that dark spot by providing something that is healing to them. And I really love that. And number one, it's healing, I think, to share, but also healing to have the tool that you can lean into, right? Which is also what the Joy 365 book is going to be, right? Is a tool for healing, and a tool for helping, and a tool for reconnecting every single day with that joy. So I know that you have part of your authors. Can you tell everybody a little bit about the process that they're going to go to? And I know I put on the screen to go to www.whoisdrv.com, that they can get themselves in this book. But can you tell a little bit more about maybe the community around this book as well? Because I think that is sort of a hidden gem in a collaboration.
Absolutely. So you're absolutely right. The beauty in this book is to be connected to all of these authors. We have teenagers. We have even a 7-year-old, and she did her promo video yesterday. It was so cute. I said, this is adorable. But again, come from all different walks of life. And our goal is to write a devotional to spread joy. But the benefits of being a part of this is it's guaranteed to be a number one Amazon bestseller. We have a great chance of hitting international bestseller because we have authors all over the globe. So again, you will be able to add that to your resume, speaker's resume. I always lead with that. And it's also a fast, easy, and cost effective way to become a published author. The cost to join us is $367. But I'm telling you, you're going to get 2 books. You can get a devotional and a journal, and you will be able to connect with 363 others besides me and you. So that's a blessing. You'll gain immediate industry credibility by becoming a co-author in our books. We've been featured. We have been featured on billboards in Times Square and in Atlanta. And as we get closer to the release date, we'll have an opportunity for billboards. So if you've never been there, it's amazing. Magazine spotlights, articles, and making headline news. There is just so many benefits from being an author, and I love sharing. I have a kids book, coloring book, all kind of books related to grief and loss. So that's my, mission now is to help others to restore joy. But becoming an author while you're restoring joy is nothing wrong with combining the two.
Absolutely. And I think it's a writing in itself is a wonderful outlet, whether you're journaling or whether you're writing a chapter in a collaboration. I think we can't ever discount the cathartic benefit, right? Of
Right.
getting that story from in here outside to the paper. And I always say that, like in these kind of books, Dr. V, really what you're doing is your story is going to help somebody that you don't even know yet. And maybe somebody you'll never know, but you know what? You're going to give inspiration, courage, and hope to somebody who might need the light, right? To be let out of the darkness with your
Mhm.
journey. Because you might only be 4 steps ahead of them, right? But you can
Right.
still show them a way by sharing your story in one of these collaborative books. So I know you said you have this is your 20th and you shared what this is. I would really like to hear what are some of the other books that you've done leading up to this?
So my first book was I was in several collaborations before I started doing collaboration. I was in the art of activation, camouflage sisters, spiritual disciplines, volume 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. I just love writing. And I was doing this while I was serving in the military, which sprung off into my first book, The Grief Helpline. When God gave me the Grief Helpline, I was getting it published, and then he gave me 2 more books. I was like, oh my goodness. So with my publisher, I had got this wonderful package because I wanted the one with the bells and the whistles, and it was $5,000. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I got the book, and I realized, and I told my publisher that, hey, God gave me 2 more books. She said, great, pick out a package and we can help you. I said, no, ma'am, I'm going to have to learn this process so I can start helping people to publish books, right?
Right.
So
And
that is
I
really what
think
started.
that brings up a really important point, Dr. V, is that a lot of times the price point for people wanting to just put their toe in and the first time is it's daunting. Number one, it could be that maybe I don't have enough to say, right? I always say
Mhm.
people should always do a collaboration first because
First.
there's
Absolutely.
something that happens. I've also done my own book. There's something that happens when you do your own. You spend so much energy and so much of you getting it out there that when it comes time to market it and put it out there, you're like, I'm tired. But
Right.
it's the exact opposite in a collaboration. And it's you begin to realize that that community that you were talking about, like in the 365, like, wow, 365 people, they're
Mhm.
all excited about the same thing you are. The amount of joy just in that community is worth every dollar in there. And the people that you'll meet in there is worth every penny of that, I imagine. And
Yes.
but you know what? Somebody's waiting for your story. They may be waiting for that devotional that only you can give and give the way you can give it. So, can you tell us a little bit? I'm not sure if you said how many words it is, because I know a lot of times for first time authors, for sure, they worry that what if I don't have enough, or what if I can't write a long enough thing? Can you talk a little bit? I know you said it was a page. Can you share a little bit more about what that entry would look like in Joy 365?
Absolutely. So you will submit a professional headshot, a short bio. Your bio will be 50 words or less. You can include your name, your title, your website, social media information, and the title of your devotional. We ask you to keep that short and sweet because it's going to be 365 of us, so we don't want our readers to get lost in titles. And the devotional itself is 250 to 300 words. The book is set up alphabetically by last name, so that is how we choose your day. So if your last name is Butler, you'll be in the B's. If your last name is Thomas, you'll be in the T's. And we do that so when we have our in person meet and greet, where the authors will come together, then you'll know where to get in line. Okay. And then we ask for an affirmation, and that will go in the journal. So anybody can do this. I mean, 250 to 300 words. It is so worth it. We have an amazing community. I mean, folks from all over the world. There is
I just love
men,
that. I
women.
love the international flavor of it all. It's so exciting.
I'm
You know, the
excited.
interesting thing too is that not only are you getting the international flavor, you're also getting like a tremendous number of people from different backgrounds, right? Some people that, you know, probably different religions, different, all different kinds of people. I mean, I think just that in and of itself is such a gift inside the book, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're getting so much of humanity
Mhm.
inside that book. And I love that you're doing the affirmation with the journal, because that is, you know, something that can go along with that, as you read those devotionals, to actually kind of journal out your thoughts on those, right? And
Yes.
I think it's really special that you're offering those two things together, because they go so well together anyway. And who wouldn't want to be part of Dr. V's community, for sure. So anyway, can we just share one more time? How does somebody, if they are just not sure, what would you recommend that they do, Dr. V? How can they get in touch with you to see if it's a good project and a good fit for them?
Well, again, I am known as Dr. V. The link is in the website here, www.whoisdrv.com. We also have a website called www.joy365author.com. You can go there and read about it. But like I would say, I recommend for anyone that wants to be a writer or an author that you join a collaboration. You will learn a great deal with us because I have 20 books out and I've did this. Then I've been a visionary for 5 projects. This one is going to be amazing, not just because of me, but because of all the co-authors we have. We're all amazing. I feel like we're flowers in a garden, and everybody has their own little flavor to put in there. So we are on one accord. That's the beauty in it all. Some of them had some amazing platforms. Some are first time co-authors, so you'll just fit right in with us. We going together. And I always tell them, each one teach one. And teamwork is what will make the dream work, right? So we are working together, and it's going to be amazing. Just because we have everybody all woven in here together, right? So I'm
Absolutely.
so excited.
And I love all those things. I love that teamwork makes the dream work. But that's one of the things also, Dr. V, that I just absolutely adore about a collaboration. Not just that you get to meet great people, but you get to actually integrate and develop really meaningful relationships inside that community. And I just can't say that enough about collaborations. Is it's not just the collaboration, it's most definitely the community. And that is something that you're, if you want to say, buying into more so, and it'll be way more important than even probably what you write and put out, is what you're going to get back from the community and the connections and the relationship in that. And I know that you are an expert in that area. I want to, before we conclude, I want to say I see you being that outside the box thinker. I love that you were like, you know what? I could have gone that direction and paid that person, but I wanted to learn how to do it instead. Did I know how? No. I couraged
Mhm.
up, I stepped out in faith, and I learned it myself. And obviously, you've mastered that, Dr. V. So, congratulations on this project, Joy 365. I hope people will go to www.whoisdrv.com, grab your spot in this book while there are still a few slots left. join this incredible community and get to know Dr. V, because you are an outside the box thinker and amazing.
Thank you so much, Sherri, for having me. It's
You
been
are
a
so
pleasure.
welcome. Would you like to give any final words of wisdom to our viewers?
I think that everyone should become an author. I think everybody, because you can tell your own story. Your books will outlive you. And if you really want to turn a book into a business, you can. It's like a business card. So go open the door for yourself. Think outside the box. What is your topic? What is your title? Collaborations are a great way to get started. It will make you a best-selling author. It's hard to make bestseller with marketing by yourself, but if you become a best-selling author, the title rolls on with you throughout your project as well. So it's going, like I said, step out there, become a author. I mean, whether you want to do cookbooks, um, business, talk about business, whatever your niche is and whatever your thing is that God is calling you to do, because we're all put here to do something. Mine is to spread joy. And but I know that God has given you a gift as well. So books, books, books. I love books.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love that. And you made a very important phrase that I love, is that, your books and what you write, and even in
Mhm.
this Joy 365, that is part of your legacy. That is you living long after you're gone. That is your, if you want to say, stamp that you get to leave here to impact and inspire long after you're gone. So I want to encourage you to go to www.whoisdrv.com, grab your spot to get in this book and join this incredible community. Thank you so much, Dr. V, for being here.
Thank you.
Shining a light on those who think outside.